Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kieran, aka AciaranB, and today we will be playing Call of Cthulhu. Actually, I can get you the thing. Hey, it's Call of Cthulhu. Welcome to Spooktober, everybody. I had no intention of ever playing a horror game on this channel, but here we are. Because, hey, somebody asked of it, and I'm nothing if not a people pleaser. Somebody asked of it, somebody asked for it, and I'm nothing if not a people pleaser. So, I know pretty much nothing about this game. I think that it's a fairly, from what I can tell, it's going to be it's not going to be a jump scary game. It's more going to be an atmospheric kind of horror game, which is absolutely the kind of horror game that I would prefer. Yeah, I know literally nothing else about it. I know a bit about lore. I know a bit about Lovecraftian horror, but only from watching, shout out, Overly Sarcastic Productions video. Red did a video on Lovecraft. Apparently he was not the nicest person, but he was so absolutely terrified of anything that wasn't him, that he ended up making an entire universe where everything hates you, pretty much, and you are a pointless speck in an uncaring universe. And obviously, he did a good job, and it has stood the test of time, certainly. So, yes. Before we begin, an announcement to make. I actually have a Discord server now. You can find it. You can find a link to that in the description. I am, by the way, live streaming on twitch.tv/AciaranB and youtube.com/a random series of letters and numbers, because they don't allow me to customize my URL yet. So, the links to those are in the description. If you want to come along to the live stream at some point, feel free. And talk to me on Discord if you like. It's pretty much empty in there, so I don't know why anybody would want to come along to Discord, but it's there. I don't know how much time I'll spend with it, but it's there if you want to. So, without further ado, I actually feel like I should mention something now. Certain video games make me motion sick. I hate it. I absolutely loathe and detest it. So, if this series gets cut off prematurely, it's probably because of that. It is a first-person game, which does it most of the time. I have done things like, I turned off motion blur, and I upped the camera FOV to the max. So I'm hoping that'll do it. I honestly, it's kind of hit or miss whether or not a game will work for me or not. So I kind of picked games that I knew for a fact wouldn't trigger my motion sickness. But if this game does, then this may be a very short series. So, without further ado, let's play. Empty slot. Chapter 1, Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. Basically, it was called the Great Binge. The Great Binge was before that time, so pretty much everybody was doing that. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risk losing his license. Actually, when was alcohol banned in America? That was before then, wasn't it? I think it was around 19. It was after World War One, was it? Yeah, it was after World War One. Veterans of World War One were the ones were the main problem with gun violence. Was it? Am I misremembering? Who cares? Let's go. If I am mad, it is mercy. The gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. Okay, yep. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I was expecting from a Lovecraftian game. Fish and blood and slimy. Yep. Ringing. It seems like this guy's had a few too many. Ended up in a pretty bad day. Ooh, essence. Yummy. Oh, you're not gonna let me walk around in there? Oh, they spawned all of the sharks and stuff. Okay, fun. Alright, let the miss. You get the feeling we're near the sea or something? But they took away the shark over there and put it over here. What's it look like? Ah, shadows. They can't really see. Game dev, come on. Put more effort in. They're very bloody butchers, I have to say. Crouch. No, no. Not allowed. Oh, it's a toggle. Okay. Counter darkness. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Am I supposed to be going this way? I guess so. Yeah. Ah, okay. I have to actually be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. Ah, bolt gunner. Handy. What's down here? Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. Okay. Yeah, something's coming this way. Let's get back on dry land. Kills me. Well, it would be kind of funny if, just to see what it is. Okay. The lamp was making fog or something. I thought it was just like footsteps or something. I feel like the key to horror games is to just see the enemy. If you manage to see the enemy, then you're never going to be afraid of them again, in theory. But nah, we'll leave him.
Hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
No, I can't break that. Okay. Okay, I'm calling it now. This is like a dream. Actually, isn't that like Cthulhu's mainstay, that he goes into people's dreams?
What a putrid offering.
Aww. Willy. Oh. Oh, another Willy. Willy.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
I have? Hey. Chosen for what? Do I get a medal? Can I win a medal at the end?
Behold.
Okay.
Everything has already been written.
It's the silence from Doctor Who.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Okay, tentacles beat the silence. Good to know. What are you stabbing with his hand? It's a dream. Called. Well, like I said, I know a little bit about Lovecraftian.
Whiskey.
Wasn't exactly a hard guess.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
The Lost Battalion. That's oh. That's actually a song by Sabaton. I thought that the Lost Battalion was based around World War II, though. I didn't realize it was World War One. Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Go home.
I wonder why I still take these things.
The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmare. But for a while now, their effect has been wearing off. Oh wait, I could have rotated it or something. Yeah. Okay.
I used to be an avid reader.
Good to know.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Interesting. Let's not try and leave yet.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Alright. Why would I need that? The case is closed, isn't it? No, it's not. That's probably the case that we're going to be investigating now.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. So it's actually in the middle of the... I can't remember the name of it now. The time when America was alcohol-free and
Natural
everybody hated it.
sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Okay, why archaeology? It's a little pointless. Oh, can I tell it? Well, it says Boston right there. Okay.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Leave that on. Why not?
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Ooh. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams. But they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Okay. So there is some kind of an investigation I need to do before next level. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding past events and analyzing a crime scene or an object, and of picking locks. What? I have to say, that's pretty stupid. It looks like I can even lose investigation levels. But I don't want to be smarter than the character. Come on! If I know the answer, let me do the answer. Jeez. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence during interactive discussions. Ooh. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Alright. Spot hidden. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. Okay. Well. Yeah. Annoying. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Okay. And occultism represents your knowledge of the occult. Well, that one makes sense. Medicine and occult skills can only be approved by objects discovered in the environment. Okay. Sanity. Mental trauma. Nightmare. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind. Okay, you conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Huh. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. If I'm an unreliable narrator, then it would make kind of sense that the investigation stuff would be... okay. I guess that makes sense from a narrative perspective. It's just annoying from a gameplay perspective. Darkwater, you don't have any information yet. Darkwater. Close inventory. Lost Battalion 10-7-18. 77th Infantry Division. Men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Okay. Nothing? Alright. Have a drink, don't drink. I'm not much of a drinker anyway. Okay. I think I've pretty much rubbed my nose against everything. I believe. What happens if I try and leave?
I have business here to attend to.
You do? That's news to me. Unless you want me to drink. Okay. This will affect your destiny. Okay. I guess I didn't need to drink. I don't know. Turn this off. Game saved. Oh. Ah, there it is. Okay. Let's scroll.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
Dun dun
I'm so
dun.
very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay, your character points. Improve the score of a skill. What's this again? Increase your chance of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Six. I'm thinking 2, 2, 4. I think I'll bump this anyway. Ah, that's how it works. Okay. I think I'll bump that. That's too expensive right now. So I didn't really consider. Or use and the origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Let's... Oh yeah. Let's do that. And let's do this. Okay. I suppose I can remove from stuff if I don't think I need it, but nah. Let us go. Hang on, was there anything else I could do? No? Okay. Let's go.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date.
Yes, I'm very
On a
slightly
related
better
matter,
at
May I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
medical stuff than you
As
think I
you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Interesting.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Hey, you're coming to help. You're coming to ask for help from that drunkard.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
Go first person. What?
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
I assume she's mad. Short game.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a
Might actually
file
be
on
some
your desk.
gameplay in this
It
game, yeah?
contains everything I
That'd
have
be
on the
nice.
affair.
Examine the Hawkins file. Now let's do the painting first, since it's at the top.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Breathe. Okay. Darkwater? Places? Bolt? Or Hawkins? Interesting. Actually, if anything, it looks like something out of Assassin's Creed. Intuitive and visionary artists for some overpriced imposter for... Oh, intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Yeah, that's pretty much the game. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Okay. Who's? Okay. I got nothing. Unless you need to rotate this in a very specific way to reveal a second picture or something. But doesn't look like it. Unsure. I don't get that green circle behind it either. Inventory. Knowledge. Hang on. Hawkins. Neither of those are Hawkins, I don't think. Wife had left him. Car owner? You know? Okay, so how do I examine the Hawkins file then? It's here.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they, nevertheless, insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the Isle of Darkwater. Well, there you go. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Okay. Well, looks like we're going to Darkwater. Okay. Marriage on Darkwater.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Don't take this painting lightly. I read about her mental frailty in the police report. Where did Sarah Hawkins live? Find out about Warehouse 36. Something's not right about this story. Professional. I'm guessing... Unlocked answer. I'm guessing that I can do these speech bubbles without it progressing anything. They're basically just questions. I'm guessing. Entirely, I guess, so I could be entirely wrong. Let's see. Let's try
You
here.
must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Okay. Where did Sarah Hawkins live?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Okay. Well, I kind of want to do the unlocked answer, obviously. Something's not right with this story. Let's do the unlocked answer.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Okay, I'm guessing that this will just end the question, so... Find out about Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Right? Okay. So, that's all the information I need. Well, something is not right with this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Okay. I don't know why this isn't green, but let's go with this.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things
pretty
up.
quiet.
An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Oh, you do. You could just kick this guy to the curb and
Darkwater.
do one of the other ones, but...
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Okay. Put it over here.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Oh, here. The learning of medicine. Oh, okay. Alright, so does that give me a point of medicine? Wrong one. 22%. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot of those then, I guess.
I used to be an avid reader.
I'm guessing I don't... I definitely want to do the... find out about Darkwater before I leave for there,
I should get rid of all this stuff.
but... Oh.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such... But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. That is the weirdest sentence I think I've ever read. Does that even make sense? Yeah, their gods were violent. Okay. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. Atlas of Atlantic Islands. Why would anybody have that? But okay. Yeah, no, that's all just the same thing. Rock painting found in a cave in Darkwater Island.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. Yep. Okay, well, I'm going to put a cut in this video for YouTube, for the YouTube gameplay channel. Thank you for joining me. It's been an honor and a privilege. Like, subscribe, comment, favorite, ring the bell, join my Discord server if you want to feel particularly alone in the universe, and follow me on Twitter. And I hope I will see you later. Have a good day.